Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Tuesday evening show, where tonight we will be talking about what's coming on TV this fall and what we will be watching and discussing with you every week.
Oh, there's gonna be so much stuff, you guys.
I know. Seriously. No, if what's his face? Ryan, I can't remember his last name, doesn't shed his mouth, I will be boycotting Timeless. Because he's pretty much saying, he basically said that his show Timeless isn't going to be serialized like 12 Monkeys. He literally said, like 12 Monkeys.
What?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. So it's gonna be episodic.
Yeah, it's gonna
Shows
be.
don't do that anymore.
Yeah, he said it's gonna be like story of the week, and I'm like, for one, that just sounds boring, and two, and then he goes, oh, his other thing is, I'm making a show where the you don't have to think about the storyline, and I'm like,
oh my god, you just ruined it.
Yeah, bye. I won't be watching Timeless. I'm sorry, folks.
That's the one. That's the one with the Hindenburg.
Yeah. And
damn! That was the one.
I know.
The one that looked better out of the two.
I know. Until he said that, I was like, "Oh, this actually looks interesting." And now, you made it not sound interesting. You made it sound like, and I mean, like he tried to save face later in the article by saying that like his characters were gonna face racism and sexism and throughout time, and I'm like.
But if it's done in a way where you don't have to think about it, then it's probably the most surface BS that you've ever seen.
Exactly. It sounds like Timeless is going to be more of a comedy than anything, which is sad because I was
not what the commercial said.
Yeah, I was hoping for another dramatic time travel show.
Because Time After Time certainly does not look like it's going to be that.
No, it doesn't. So I'm like. Guessing 12 Monkeys gonna have
like soapy.
Yeah.
Time After Time's gonna be soapy. So.
Very.
And probably like new adult soapy rather than grown up soapy.
Yeah. It'll be named more for the 18 to 20 crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd that doesn't like to think about TV.
The crowd that's just getting their first jobs.
Right? The crowd that, like, when I got my first job, I can't work on Mondays because I can't miss wrestling. That was literally what I wrote on a job application once. I can't work Mondays because I can't miss wrestling. Despite to say, I did not get that job.
I don't think I watched hardly anything. Like, I went straight from high school to community college to regular college, so there was a lot of not watching TV for about 5 years.
Yeah, I got my first job when I was 16.
Yeah,
sorry, my turtle keeps throwing himself around in his tank because I don't know why. He's being weird.
He wants to comment on TV viewing of teenagers.
Obviously, Stanley wants to comment. I would get him out of his tank, but then he just goes. I don't exist.
I'm seeing if I can balance my cup on the cat's head. She's like,
nice. Very scared. I literally have 3 fans going right now.
Did they turn off your air again?
No, I'm just in my room, and my room is hot.
No fun.
Yeah.
It's August. It's like the hottest it's gonna be.
Yeah.
This is our first August show.
Woo! Fancy. But yes.
But yeah.
Aww.
What was the other one? Frequency. Frequency is the other time travel show. That one looks like it might be good.
That might be interesting. I will probably give it a chance. But I have noticed that TV shows that are on not your basic cable, like 2 through 13. I think that's what my basic cable is here. I just noticed that there seems to be more thought put into the shows that are on the higher channels. That I guess that makes sense.
Probably. Frequency is on CW, which I like. I wasn't expecting it to seem like actual adult, but
Yeah.
when I saw the ad, it looked like it was aimed at the same age group as the movie.
Yeah. That's
So,
what I've been thinking too.
as opposed to like the younger age group of all the superhero shows that I watch religiously. But look, here's my list with little squares to fill in for when I watch the episode.
Oh, you're more organized than me. I mean, I literally just use the little notepad over here in the corner of my computer, and I move stuff around. So you can, if you look at my glasses, you can see my current list floating back and forth across the screen.
I made up this page last year.
Yeah.
And it worked really well for like remembering where I am on all the shows that I can't watch live.
That does make sense.
So
yeah, until it gets cool enough outside, a lot of stuff I will not be able to watch live because I can't sit in the bonus room at night until the temperatures drop in this area in general.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can't even imagine what the temperature in the bonus room is right now because it's 85 in my room. So I would imagine it's probably like 90 or more in the bonus room because there's like no, it's not open. The door's closed. The AC's not going into that room at all. So, yeah.
That's inhumane.
It is. It is. Though I have multiple fans. I don't know if you see my little black fan right here.
Yeah.
I have another one across the room. And then there's one out in the hallway that's blowing the cooler air at the back of the house towards the front of the house. I'm trying.
My problem last season was like half of all the shows I watched during the week were on Monday and Tuesday. And there's only 3 hours in prime time, but there was like 7 shows in those hours.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to think what will be on for Mondays. So should we just like, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna talk about what's on this fall. Do you want to just go by day?
I don't know what day half of these are on. I just have them. I put them on my list in the order that they come out on the television.
All right, that works.
So, like, if the cat will move, there she goes. I had, like, for scheduling purposes, because I have to figure out what I'm going to review when the show starts up. So, like, I made a list by, like, August, September, October.
Oh my gosh, you are so much more organized than me. Once upon a time, I had a spreadsheet on my Google Drive for reviewing books, and that just kind of fell through because I just went back to reading whatever the hell I felt like reading.
Right. I just requested some more books from Thingamy for later in the year. But that is like, that's not so organized. That's literally just a post-it note. Reminds me when they're due.
Okay.
Reminded me that I asked for them. But
is it? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I have to try to be organized or I'm not organized at all. There's nothing in between. If I'm not making lists and
we have
putting
a visitor.
On things.
Ow. Barbara's here.
I'm like looking like I can see around the window.
She's like going like this, like she can see you behind the computer.
Where are you?
She's like right here, right now.
You just saw my nose.
Okay, you can say hi now, Sam. Hi.
Hi. That was a great nostril shot.
They're uneven nostrils. People are just going to turn in to see what random happens every week now, you know?
We saw nostrils 1 week. Back to Star Trek.
People start taking bets on how many times we talk about our cats.
Oh no, has a visitor. Another visitor has arrived. He's going to sit across the room. Yeah, he's going to sit across the room and pretend he's not here. Hey! Don't shake your head at me. Come here, you big fat tub. See how much darker it's already getting in my room?
The sun just went down that much?
Yeah. It's going behind the houses now.
Come here, lamb.
Come on. There we go. That's a little better. Not by much, though.
That was like 15 minutes. It went from perfectly bright to too dim for cameras.
Uh-huh. Stupid tank top. Alright, so I basically don't think I actually have any new shows unless Legion is starting this year. I can't remember if Legion is coming this year.
It might be mid-season. I didn't see it on the list. I looked up Metacritic for the list that I just made.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out.
Some of the fun stuff I think is going to be half season starting at mid-season, or it's going to be next year.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the TV show, not that weird movie about the angels.
That's a different thing.
So don't take me wrong, Legion fans, because I know they're out there because they love the show Dominion. Isn't that based off the movie Legion?
I think I don't know if it's based off the movie. I think they're based on the same source material, the same book or whatever.
Don't get me wrong. I did.
I've only seen parts of both.
Yeah. 2017. Yeah, it looks like it's coming out next year, 2017.
Yeah. That looks like it's going to be fun, though.
I know. I am excited for that.
What, you're back?
Huh? Oh, the cat. My cat left. He's in the bathroom again. Where did you go? Oh, 3 notifications.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god.
Okay, I get it. I have
can't see.
notifications. Stop it.
I'm apparently not allowed to look at other screens when we're filming because my computer is just like not responding.
Oh, nope. It says nope. Well, I can do any looking up that we need to do during the show. That shouldn't be a problem.
It just goes, no, just do your thing. Do the thing you're doing. Don't do other things also.
You don't need to do 8 million things at once. No, I did not want you to spread back out screen. Thank you. Wait, okay. There we go.
So, what's on your list?
My list is basically I will probably be watching all of the same shows I watched last fall.
We weren't talking about shows last fall.
No, I know. I'm trying to think if there's anything new that really, I want to watch this fall season, but I'm really sad to say nothing has really caught my eye as like a new show that's just starting that I want to watch this season.
Haley Atwell's new show is starting.
Oh, what's that? Because I think I've missed that.
It's called Conviction. It's like a court drama.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just watch like one episode unless it's really, really good because I love Haley Atwell, but I don't really like lawyer shows.
Yeah, that's my issue. I'm not big on lawyer shows. I like the shows where the cops go out and shoot people. All right.
I like shows where cops team up with not cops.
Yeah, that's always fun too because then there you go. There's one of my shows that'll be actually new for me this fall will be Criminal Minds. That is, if I manage to get through 3 more seasons before October.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm sure I can if I get over watching Wentworth. Oops. My brain wants me to watch new shows all the time. I can't control it.
Dude, I very nearly almost went back to the beginning of like 3 shows this afternoon, and I was like, I'm in the middle of doing work. I can't start over.
I sort of restarted Criminal Minds with Barbara last night because I'm like, you need to see season 1. You have to fall in love with these characters like I did. You can't just jump in season 9. But okay, yeah, so Criminal Minds will be one of my new shows this season that'll be added to my list of shows that I must watch weekly. So yeah, Criminal Minds, and that's a good one because you have the FBI agents, and I mean they're all FBI agents, but seriously, I can't see Dr. Reed running around as a cop on a normal situation, so he's more of a doctor running around with cops. It works.
Yeah. That's that. It's not the cops with not cops. It's the certified weirdos
Yeah, and
in a
I
crew
like that.
sort of a
I
show.
like that kind of show.
I do too, mostly. Criminal Minds is sometimes too heavy for me. Like, most of the time it's fine, but then sometimes I get into some really disturbing shit, and I'm just like,
what was it? I had to take a break from Criminal. Will you go back where I want you to? Thank you. I literally had to take a break from Criminal Minds a couple weeks ago because I literally, every night I'd go to sleep, I would dream about being murdered. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, no more Criminal Minds before bed. And then I kind of I stopped watching for like a week. And then I'm like, but I miss my babies. Goes back to watching. Oh yeah. So Criminal Minds, that'll definitely be a show I'll be watching this fall. My usual run of the mill will be, and I am struggling with it, Fear the Walking Dead. I am gonna go back to it. I'm gonna try to finish this season without shooting myself in the head. Because I
didn't even put that on my list. like the first season, I spent 10 episodes going, "Why are you so stupid?" And I never even picked up the
only reason
season.
I went back for the second season because I thought, okay, well maybe they won't be so stupid this season.
Are they?
The only one
because
who
they were
is
pretty
worth
damn stupid.
anything is the fracking druggy kid. The rest of the cast could all go get eaten by zombies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the Alicia Dabney fans. I'm really sorry. She's a cute girl. She's a good actress. Please don't hate me. But her character on Fear the Walking Dead sucks.
They're all good actors that I've seen doing much better in other places. And I wanted to like it,
the writing
but
is just not like on par with The Walking Dead.
It's really not, and it's such a there's no way not to compare it because it's the same.
It's the same
event.
It's the same event, and they're like, well, it's a completely different story, and it's a completely different location, and I'm like, it's another location where it's hot and everybody wears like very little clothes, and within an episode or two, they look like they severely need a bath. And no, this isn't new. Could we have set this somewhere in the Midwest in the middle of the winter? That would have been awesome.
That's what I said. Was it last?
It was
last episode, last free episode. Like seriously, when they were saying it's going to be a completely different story, I was expecting it to be literally a completely different story, and this is not a completely different story. Except that
they're stupid. I agree. It's like the only one who's worth anything is Nick.
Well, like halfway through the first season, they got that 9-day gap where they were in containment and they were safe, and still nobody was comparing notes and talking to each other and trying to figure stuff out.
Oh, we'll let the military handle this.
You had You had 9 days off. Compare your notes.
Let me just put it this way: with all the research I have done for my book, to write my book, this little group, there's only 2 people in that show who would have survived the initial onset of the zombie apocalypse, and that is Nick and his name escapes me. Hold on. I have Internet Movie Database sitting here up and open so I can pull stuff up if I need to. Down. Come on, go a little faster. Victor Strand. Nick and Victor are like the only ones who have survival instincts. Everyone else is just like, oh, we can trust the pregnant lady screaming on the boat. We'll take care of you. Come on, I'll help you. Oh, we've been taken hostage by the pregnant lady and her 2 boyfriends.
Yeah, no. I'm not even gonna bother. My schedule's too full.
I'm
I don't like.
Since our mid-season finale of Fear the Walking Dead had Nick going off on his own, away from the rest of the idiots. I'm holding out for hope that Nick will find a group of like kick-ass people, and the show will get better. I'm gonna give the second half of season 2 a chance, and if you fail me, and then I'm done. Season 3 will not get me back. Sorry.
If that does happen, I'll just pick it up from there and pretend the beginning part didn't happen.
And
because like the only person at the very beginning who even knew what was going on was that one kid from the school, and he walked off and never was seen again.
Nobody went to get him when they were fleeing the zombie hordes. That was it. Well, you don't matter. We need the old Mexican guy who used to torture people for a living, and we need the art teacher.
He could have been cool if this was like one of those crime shows where the guy has gone straight and then gets sucked back in. That would have been fun.
Yeah,
but I guess that didn't happen.
But yeah, no, I'm trying. I'm giving it the rest of season 2 to make me want to watch it on Sunday nights. Because so far, season 1 has been getting watched later and later every week. Like literally, I watched the mid-season finale. I think I watched it on a Friday. So the next Friday, almost a week after it aired, because it was just like, I don't care. But I was like, I'm such a huge fan of The Walking Dead in general. I wanted to give this show as much of a chance as I could, and it's just not working.
No. Whoever's writing it, like, they don't seem to get what made the first one so good. And it was the fact that even when stuff was crazy, you liked the characters.
You got attached in season 1. You cared about Rick and Lori and Carl, and no matter how often Carl wouldn't stay out of the house, stay in the damn house. You cared about Shane and Andrea and Dale and Glenn and everybody. And it's like, see, I know all their names. That tells you I give a shit because I know all their names. The only name I know in Fear the Walking Dead is Nick.
He's the only good one, which is hilarious because he was almost dead in the first episode. Before anything happened.
It's like, I don't know. I want to care, but I can't. Like I said, I'm going to give the rest of season 2 a chance and pray that it picks up and gets better. But if it doesn't, sorry, season 3 will not have me back next spring or whenever.
You're more charitable than I am. I gave it the whole first season, and I stopped caring after about the 4th episode. So it was just like 6 more episodes of going, why are they stupid? Why are they
I'm
still
more
stupid?
charitable than my mom. She gave up after the 3rd episode of season 1.
I probably, if I was watching it by myself, I probably would have too. But at the time, I was still living with my brother, so we watched it together. He liked
I
it more
watched
than I
both
did.
Fear the Walking Dead and Walking Dead by myself because nobody here likes them. But after Fear the Walking Dead ends, that leads us back into The Walking Dead, and I will be watching that religiously every Sunday night.
I am behind on that. I'm waiting to see if they kill somebody I like before I go back to it.
It's odd. It's
like if they kill somebody I like too much, I'm gonna be so mad I don't want to go back. I'm like a half season
excited
behind.
for the tiger. I said I think the last pre-show we had, I said that I posted the preview for it. My mom refused to believe that it was a real preview. And she's like, why do they have a tiger? Why do they have a tiger? And I'm like, why not?
See, tigers are great and all, but I'm getting really tired of the escalating perversity of their villains. Like, they don't even need a villain.
I
It's
know.
the apocalypse. The apocalypse.
It was like, I've been writing, like with my book, I'm writing it. There's no actual villain. There is no actual villain. I have a group of like a gang of guys. They've kind of sort of abducted a group of my characters, but they're not bad. They're not really the bad guys for the book. They're going to be gone before that group meets up with the other group. So, spoilers.
But it's like that list of the plots. One of them is man versus nature. The apocalypse is man versus nature. You don't need an actual villain.
That's what I'm really aiming for.
Like, the world itself is against you at that point. There's like cat fur stuck to my face again. Like, every time I turn around, there's cat fur on me.
But yeah, The Walking Dead will be my go-to Sunday show starting in October. Without fail, every Sunday.
I don't usually watch anything on Sundays. Sundays is like my setting up for the week and unplugging so that I don't go insane.
I can get that, yeah.
So Sunday I usually just don't. Even if something is on Sunday, I don't remember it's on because I'm usually reading.
Yeah, the only time
taking a long bath.
The only reason I would miss like The Walking Dead on Sunday night is if I'm out or something, going and doing something, or watching a movie with the people downstairs.
Speaking of, our Saturday show might be delayed because I'm going to go see the new Bourne movie.
Okay, no problem. We can delay. It's not a big deal.
I will keep you apprised.
This weekend it's probably good if we do delay because this weekend's going to be a little rough for us. I will fill you more in on that on Twitter.
Yeah. This is when that MacGyver show starts.
Is there a MacGyver?
They're reviving MacGyver.
Really? MacGyver.
Yeah. With the kid that played Havoc in the X-Men
Oh, well,
movies.
that's why they killed him off, huh?
It didn't matter. They could have left him. I don't know. He's the only person who died in that movie.
His death was so cheap. No, I may just turn in just for the actor. Yes, I'm that shallow.
I haven't seen anything about it, but I just heard that it was happening.
Yeah,
and I love the old MacGyver, and that kid is okay, so.
I guess it's starting. The series premiere will be September 23rd, which is a Friday. I might check it out. Be interesting. I used to like watching the original MacGyver when I was younger.
I love the original.
Yeah, originals are always the best.
I love me some Richard Dean Anderson. And then, him being on 7 or 8 years of the 10 years of SG1
Oh, I'm
helped a
sure
lot.
it did.
It was like 2 decades of Richard Dean
Yeah,
Anderson.
you basically grew up with them.
I did. We're old buds.
Sorry, I do not mean to keep coughing. Oh, what's it?
Yeah, there's that. That's supposed to be like a prequel where he's setting up the program that he works for in the later shows.
Yeah.
So it might be cool or it might be dumb, but I'll check it out and see.
Yeah.
It would be really cool if it was set in like the late 70s, early 80s, so that it properly matched up.
That would be.
That would be insanely good. It would already go up several points.
Yeah, it would go up several points if they set it back in the past. That would be awesome.
And then there's also the Lethal Weapon is being made into a TV
That
show.
actually, everyone was like, no, that looks horrible. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It looks. I actually watched the preview and it actually did interest me. So thank you for reminding me about that because I would have forgotten about that.
It did not look horrible. It looked like
it looked like it'll be fun and like, oh, okay, I could sit down and laugh at this for a half hour, 45 minutes or whatever. Right?
And if they can hit that balance between horrifying drama and absolute ridiculousness that the movies get, then it would be perfect. Because the movies got really freaking heavy, and then in the middle of that, they make you laugh again. That would be great. There's not a lot of functional dramedies on.
Yeah,
on
we
TV.
we have Dante Brown as Murtaugh and Lane Crawford as Riggs.
I don't know who this Riggs guy is, but he looks like he might be crazy enough.
Oh wait, I am sorry. It is Damon Wayans who is playing Murtaugh. So I can totally get behind that. Anything with the Wayans brothers is awesome.
Right? I wonder if this new Riggs can dislocate his shoulder on Will like the old one.
Awesome. But then again, Mel Gibson always played crazy very well. For real, too.
Stop poking at me. Stop.
No,
somewhere else.
Pay attention to me, human.
She's like seriously poking at me with her sharp claws. She needs to stop. Can you imagine the casting call? There would be like someone to play Riggs who is crazy but also serious and can dislocate his own shoulder.
And that actually starts September 21st. Now, I'm confused because I was under the impression that Van Helsing wasn't starting till next month as well, but apparently they promoted the pilot after Sharknado.
Yeah, it was on the other night, but apparently it's skipping. It's doing that thing like they did with the Magicians, where they just show the first episode and then it actually starts later, which is good because, as we mentioned before, there was no promo for it at all.
I was like, wait, no, how did I miss the pilot? I didn't. Yeah, no. And so they will re-show the pilot at a later date. Okay, that works for me.
Because I would be dumb if they didn't.
Very dumb if they didn't. Come here, spreadsheet.
I missed the pilot.
Yeah. Let's see when that's gonna air. No, I want the TV show, not the movie. As much as I love Hugh Jackman. Thursday.
I love this.
That's gonna air September.
The vampires were so ridiculous. I kind of I kind of wish that that show would be like the movie because the movie was so ridiculous.
Goodness, I'm going to be busy that week.
There's always one week, like right in the middle of September, right at the end of September. Usually, there's one week where like every second of every day is watching a new show.
Because I want to
watching a show come back.
Say the new season. Yep, the new season of Once Upon a Time is September 25th.
Busy. I can't get into Once Upon a Time. Like, I feel like I should watch it, but every time I try, it's just like, ugh,
all you need to know is every single fairy tale creature and character in the own universe is all related to Henry.
I watched like half of the first season, and then when I lost track of it, I just didn't even care. Like. And I don't know why. I don't know what's going on that isn't hooking me because it should. Like, there's literally everything I love in a show in it.
Yeah.
But the show as a whole doesn't
hold your interest.
Doesn't fit right in my head. Yeah.
I got you on that. I understand where you're coming from on that. Because there's like people are like, oh, such and such show is so good, and I'm just like, yeah. Yes.
I guess.
Not like
Hook is pretty, but
yeah, right. Hook is pretty. I still ship Emma with the guy who fathered her child more than anything, but I'm gonna be busy that first week in October too.
Is her baby daddy the guy that's on Lucifer now,
Yes.
who used to be on True Blood?
Yes.
His characters are always so problematic.
They are. They really, really
And by
are.
problematic, I mean a pain in the ass.
Wow. I am shocked since they just started filming that's coming back that soon, but okay.
They're going to be filming and showing at the same time.
I hope not, because that'll be a really bummer, a big bummer if they pull that off on me for Legends of Tomorrow. Alright, I'm flopping through shows really quick, and I think I just closed the wrong window. Oops. Oh well. Nope, I'm good.
Oh no!
Nope, I did not close you. I thought I closed you, but it was a different window. Okay. Okay.
Legends of Tomorrow is on my list.
I have Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow on my list. Come back, Liz. Where did you go? I want you to be up here on.
I have Legends, Flash, and Supergirl.
Oh, thank you. I need to add
Arrow, I sort of lost track of.
I am a season behind on Arrow, and I'm praying to God that all the shows drop to Netflix in time for me to play catch up. Because I am going to have to like fly through season 4 of Arrow, season 2 of Flash, and season 1 of Supergirl when they drop to Netflix. And I'm hoping they don't fucking be assholes and drop them all in the same week or something. But knowing Netflix, they will. So,
or you can just pick up the show wherever it is and Wikipedia whatever you need.
I know. I will probably, if I can't get through all of it, I'll wiki it so I know what's going on. But literally the only show I'm up to date on is Legends of Tomorrow. I wonder why. Alright, so dates for Arrow is October 5th. Flash is October 4th. Legends of Tomorrow will be October 13th, and Supergirl will be October 10th.
So that's like 2 one week and 2 the next week?
Yeah, so thankfully they're not throwing them all together in 1 week. Let's see here. October 4th.
They're going to be taken up like... It's going to be the middle of the...
Wow.
It's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They have a show on every day but Friday. What day is Frequency going to be on?
Probably Friday.
Well, let's find out. No,
I haven't done that calendar yet.
that will be airing Wednesday, October 5th.
It's going to be airing after Arrow. Is Arrow still on Wednesday?
Yeah, that airs on Wednesday, October 5th as well.
That would make more sense after Legends. You can just get like a double dose of weird time travel.
Seriously, right?
They should have asked us before they scheduled them.
Right? Going to wibble wobble, move around again because the whole issue with doing this on my bed is that I slump down as I'm sitting here, and it gets darker and darker in my room. I need like one of those big stand lamps, just like put it right here and have it go up above my bed. That's what I need. I think it'd be brighter.
Take a trip to Walmart.
Yeah, I know, right? Spend $10 and just get one of those little
Stop
purple.
poking at me. If you're coming over here, come over here.
Damn.
I'm not just gonna sit here.
Like, I need to get like one of those, or maybe like a clip-on lamp or something to just clip up on the top of the laptop. I don't know.
You could probably do that. That would be just a couple of bucks for that.
Yeah. Alright. So I am one of the few, and the not so proud, I do not watch Game of Thrones. I mean, I've tried. I've made it to season 3, I think. Yeah, 3.
I lost track somewhere in season 2.
Yeah.
I've never watched it live.
I don't have
Because
HBO.
for the longest time I didn't have HBO when it started. And we have it now, but now I don't care.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, that's like the same thing that happened to me with True Blood. They did like a free preview weekend, and I literally spent the whole weekend watching season 1 of True Blood. I'm like, oh my god, I love this. I've never watched another episode since.
The first season was good, and then like the second and third went more and more off the rails, and I didn't even watch the fourth.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I oddly enough own all the books that show is based off of, though.
I bought the first one. It's a lot different.
Yeah, it is.
I'm glad they took out the thing where Bill liked to brush Sookie's hair and dress her up like a doll, because that would have been super creepy the way the show was.
Yeah.
Like, it was already kind of creepy in the book, but it would have been super creepy in the show.
Right? It's like, oh, no. No. I'm trying to do something on the tablet while I...
Do you watch Scorpion at all?
Scorpion?
Scorpion.
No, I haven't even heard of that. What
So
is
good.
that?
It's geniuses solving crimes for national security.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the NCIS universe, but since none of them are military or any sort of official, there's none of that like protocol problem keeping people apart.
Uh-huh.
So it's like the NCIS seriousness level with the national security problems and no protocol so people can make out.
Oh, fine. I don't have enough storage. All I have on my stupid tablet is literally Snapchat. But there's not enough room.
Snapchat ain't that big.
I know. It's just an old tablet. That's all.
Oh, it's so teeny.
That's me.
My tablet is a Kindle, which is not the greatest, but it costs $50 as opposed to several hundred.
Yeah, that's this thing.
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't think I actually. It's charged this time. The last time I think I showed it to you guys, it wasn't charged.
I actually just plugged mine in because it was also dead last time. And I downloaded a book and had it go to there because it's easier to read there than on the Kindle Fire, which is heavy and bright and awkward.
Yeah.
And so I sent it to my old one, even though the screen is broken, and that's why I bought a Kindle Fire. But then I realized that I hadn't charged it, so it's like it's just sitting there not charged.
It works in a second. I'm trying to charge my old as dirt cell phone as well.
Oh.
What else is coming on? What else do I watch on a regular weekly basis? Well, we all touched on all the CW shows already. The Arrow, Flash, Legends, Supergirl.
Dude, like, we've apparently sold our souls to CW.
Apparently I have, yes.
I don't know how it happened, but they, like, own me.
You own me now, CW. Thank you.
I'm so mad that Lucifer is on Fox because I freaking love that show, but I'm so mad at Fox perpetually for canceling everything I love.
Right? Seriously, it's why I don't watch anything on Fox at all anymore. Sorry, Fox.
Lucifer got me before my most recent attempt to give up Fox.
Yeah.
And it's just too good. And I love it. And I want them to keep their damn good shows and stop canceling the good shows. It's such a conflict of interest, me hating them but loving the shows.
Right.
But it's like I noticed a pattern last year or so. It's like there's the weird guy, there's the cop, there's some sort of mystical or science thing.
Right.
And then there's like a weird conspiracy. And they've just been shuffling it around. So you've got like the cop and the angel and the conspiracy in hell, or you've got the cop and the precog and the conspiracy in the police force of the future, or you've got the cop and the android and the conspiracy trying to take down the city.
Right. It's just like, get a new storyline.
Or the cop and the guy from the past and the conspiracy from hell.
There you go.
Like, it's literally the same thing, and they're just shuffling it around trying to find one that works. And Lucifer's the first one that they gave a second season.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, none of those others got a second season, did they?
Sleepy Hollow did, but we don't speak of those.
No.
It's a shame Sleepy Hollow got canceled after its first season.
Right?
It's a shame.
Such a shame. Such a sad shame. Oh my gosh.
So much promise, and we will never see what would have happened.
Nope, we'll never know.
But that's like the exception rather than all the other awesome shows they cranked down the last 2 years they canceled.
Yeah.
For no reason, because like Almost Human was good.
Putting a light on top of my laptop does not work. Unless I
Almost Human was good. Minority Report was good.
There, that kind of works. There we go.
I really liked, what was that one called where the guy got brought back to life?
Oh, Stitchers?
No, I love Stitchers too, but that's not it. It was originally called the Frankenstein Code, and then it had like a stupid, boring, ordinary name when it finally hit TV. But there was the cop who was unaged, and the genius who used to be on that show with David Spade.
The Frankenstein Chronicles?
No.
It has Sean Bean and Richie Campbell.
No. It was on Fox last year, and I watched all of it, and it was ending on a really good point at the end of the season, but now I literally cannot remember what it was called, and it got canceled, so I guess it doesn't matter.
What was it originally called?
Frankenstein Code. It was about a guy and a genius.
Second Chance?
Second Chance, that's it. But like that name is so much more boring than Frankenstein Code.
That was something I wanted to watch, and then I ended up not watching. Oops.
It was good, but like the third episode, they moved it to the death slot on Friday.
Yeah.
And then people just gave up. Like, everybody knows what Fox does. They're not gonna try to save it.
No, probably not.
That would have been one of the ones that I picked up on my personal channel if I was a billionaire and had a channel.
Yeah, looks like we will be getting The Magicians back this year, because it does say the premiere is sometime in 2006, but there's no date. And
2006?
2016, sorry.
The premiere of the second season is 10 years before the first.
We have to go back in time to watch the second season.
We already watched it. We just forgot because it was so long ago.
Yeah, but the actor who plays Penny, I follow him on Twitter, and he just started filming. So it's going to be a late starter. I'm guessing sometime in December then.
Yeah, it wasn't on my list. But Sci-Fi likes to start their shows whenever the hell they want.
Yeah, they don't have
it started in December or January before.
Are we getting a second season of The Expanse? Because if so, I need to watch the first season again.
They got renewed, but I don't know when that's supposed to come out. Sci-Fi does not tell us when stuff is happening.
It just says 2017.
Yeah. They might have gotten 2 seasons. They're renewed once.
Yeah.
But they're definitely renewed.
Yeah, it's a season 1 and 2, and that's all it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, I really loved Stitchers, but they're probably not coming back. Their second season had like crazy low ratings.
Sorry. I was being distracted.
No distractinating. We are trying to be professionals.
I'm telling ghost stories.
Professional ghost stories.
Okay, what other shows do I watch weekly? I'm really mad at myself that I can't even think of what I watch like weekly. I used to watch wrestling weekly, but that doesn't happen anymore.
No. That takes up too much time. Like,
It
two or
does
3
now.
hours.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours on Monday night, and then it's like 2 hours on Tuesday night, and then if you really want to be hardcore, you have to watch the shows that air on their freaking channel that you can only watch online.
Yeah, that's too much investment for one thing.
I used to be that invested.
Too much. You wind up never watching anything else.
Basically, yeah, you didn't. Colony won't be back in 2017 either. I wasn't looking for
Colony was
WWE.
okay, but it was so slow.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, he was too forgiving of his wife. I would have slapped her to the curb.
Right?
I've been like, what? No, you go.
I kind of
shoot.
I feel like Sarah Wayne Callies is being typecasted as the kind of awful wife, but not awful enough to get rid of.
The only role I've ever seen her in where she doesn't play an awful wife is Prison Break, and that's only because the father of her child is dead.
Right?
Let's wait until we see the new season this next spring.
It makes me sad though, because I think she could be really awesome, and she's pretty great in Prison Break from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, she is.
But she keeps playing horrible wives, or like horrible people who happen to be wives.
Right. Horrible people that happen to be wives. Yes, that works.
But Colony has Josh Holloway, who I love, and it
Oh my
has
God.
what is her name? She played Van Pelt on The Mentalist. I love her. I remember characters. I don't remember people.
Yeah.
She played the sister, the one in the art museum.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I literally found out about Colony like a week before it started because somebody posted a preview on Facebook, and I was like, "Ooh, Josh Holloway, Alien Invasion, my kind of show."
Probably aliens, even though they found one and we're still not sure whether it's actually an alien.
Yeah, Amanda Righetti.
Yeah, Amanda Rigetti. There you go.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, like I found out about Colony because we were watching Mr. Robot and they were heavily advertising it because USA knows what they're doing.
And unfortunately, I'm behind on Mr. Robot, but season 1 I just figured out, is on Amazon Prime for free. So I did just add that to my to be watched list. So maybe I'll catch up with that show if we get a season 3. Sorry.
I really liked the first season and really don't want to watch the second. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, there's been 3 episodes have aired, and I feel like I should want to, but it's kind of bleak. And when the show was happening, I wasn't sure how they were going to get more out of it. And I don't know, maybe being so close to 12 Monkeys, take a shot. I used up all my super deep thinking for a while.
Right. I got you on that. What else do I watch every week? Once Upon a Time. I already talked about that.
Go day by day.
I am. I'm
Monday.
going day by day. Mondays. What do I watch on Mondays? It was something on Sci-Fi. I want to say it was The Magicians last season. So it's probably going to be Magicians again this season.
I missed most of The Magicians because I was watching Blind Spot. It was on at 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Blind Spot. Which is so good.
Yeah, that's another show I wish I had gotten into, but didn't, and now it's second season coming, and I have no idea how to watch season 1. So.
If you're coming over, come over. Stop poking at me. Yeah, the first half of the first season before the winter break was like my absolute favorite show that season. And then the second half, they started doing that thing where nobody can trust anybody and nobody is telling anybody what's going on, which was annoying, and it knocked it down a couple of notes.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good show. And by the end of that, they were getting away from that and learning their freaking lessons that you need to talk to your team members.
I give up.
I just really hate when people... I hate on any show where people are not talking to each other just so there's drama. Like, just go to your team members. Tell them what's going on.
Right? It's like, come on, dudes, talk to each other, figure shit out, get over yourself.
Figure your shit out. If anyone in the entire world is going to help you with your problem, it's going to be that other person on your team who's in the same situation.
Right, exactly. There's a way to write.
Now they're starting... The preview for that show, they're starting out at odds.
Yeah.
They better get over that real fast.
Yes, they better. I agree. I've never watched it, but I hate shows where the characters, don't seem to resolve anything from season to season and everyone just stays all angry at each other. It gets boring really fast.
Yeah, and like Blind Spot it's a mystery show and a conspiracy show, and they've got plenty of other shit to deal with without also dealing with being mad at each other unrealistically long amounts of time.
Right.
Like, just move on already. You're in the same situation. You got the same problems.
Yeah. What's coming out on Netflix this fall? Like what?
Luke
original-
Cage.
Yeah, we've got Luke Cage coming.
I'm still watching Jessica Jones, but Luke Cage is coming.
There we go. Come on. All right, 2016 premiere schedule. Let's see what they got here. I don't care about January. Come on. Come on.
I think that show, The Get Down, that's going to be about pop, punk, and rap forming in New York. That one's coming.
Okay.
That one might be fun.
We've got, The Get Down.
Stop poking at me.
Okay, that's in August. That's Friday the 12th, August. But I'm assuming that'll be the entire series in one go. And then in September, we have Narcos Season 2, Easy Season 2, and then Luke Cage comes out September 30th. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my list.
I'm so excited about all of the Netflix Marvel shows. Like,
I know, too.
They're so good. And Shield is getting pushed back to a later time zone, and I think it's specifically because the Netflix shows are so good that they want them to be. They want Shield to be better. Stop it.
Oh. Something called Captive is starting in December.
Sit your fuzzy butt down and shut up.
I love this how I'm like sitting here. I have all these windows open. I'm not even looking at the blab right now.
That's okay. The blab's looking at you.
Yay. Hi, people. No, I did not say The Captive. I said Captive. Netflix. Not Captain America either.
There's only one half-hour show on my list.
Yeah.
And that's The Good Place. It's Kristen Bell's new show.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, she died and she didn't go to heaven, but she gets a chance to make herself better or something.
Okay.
I don't watch a lot of half-hour comedies, but I like Kristen Bell.
I do too.
Kristen Bell.
Is this the Netflix show? Nope, this isn't what I'm looking for. Alright, guess I'm going to have to use Google instead of Internet Movie Database because I'm not finding anything.
What are you looking for?
Active on Netflix.
I don't know what that is.
I'm trying to find out.
There should be a blog somewhere that tells you about what's actually on Netflix. Netflix doesn't tell you themselves.
Apparently, Captive takes a look at the murky world of hostage taking. So we're getting Luke Cage. We're getting Luke Cage for Netflix this year. That's September 30th. Awesome. Can't wait to watch that. I need to finish the second half of season 2 of Daredevil, actually. So I need to pop that into my list of stuff to watch here soon, too.
I haven't watched any of the second half. Like I said, I just started Jessica Jones. I'm like 3 episodes in.
Fun.
Because I'm a bad nerd.
I'm pretty bad at it too. Don't worry. I still feel like I'm forgetting shows.
It would be easier if we were getting paid because then we'd have more incentive and less other stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly. If I was getting paid to watch shows, I'd be sitting there. Yep, I'm watching. Pay me.
Right?
that we're not. So it's like trying to remember everything I want to watch every month without having my TV list in front of me is because it's like I can look at my DirecTV saved recording list thing.
Yeah. Last year I had Limitless, but that got canceled. Limitless was so good too. It was like quirky and unusual and narrated. Shows are never narrated anymore.
No, they're not.
And it was so fun.
Yeah, it's like I did.
It was that like FBI agent is stuck with a not FBI agent to solve crimes, but then it evolved from there into just this really awesome thing.
Yeah.
Buy it on DVD.
There you go. That's what you gotta
Make them sorry they canceled it.
Yeah. I cannot think of any other shows that are starting or coming out that I really want to watch. The majority of my watching belongs to the CW this fall.
Yeah. Almost every day. Well, every day there's a show on that's worth watching.
I guess I should put in The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead onto this list because I will be watching those.
Ooh.
And I'm hoping that Preacher will go to Netflix because I pretty much missed most of the season.
Yeah, I saw the first episode and it was neat, and then I entirely forgot when it was on. Was it on Sunday?
Yeah, it was on Sunday night.
I don't watch Sunday shows. That was the problem. I forget that Sunday shows exist.
Yeah. That's coming back August 21st. Ooh, I will be at my friend's house sitting that week for Fear the Walking Dead.
For the working dirt.
For the working dirt. And I'm guessing that's going to just run through until The Walking Dead starts.
That seems to be what they're doing.
Yeah, October 23rd.
It was alternating. It was alternating Walking Dead and Hell on Wheels, but Hell on Wheels is done now.
Yeah, Hell on Wheels.
We're about to be done.
Yeah, it's about to be done. My mom keeps complaining about that. She's like, I don't understand why they have to end it. And I'm like, the railroad's done.
Because it stopped being cool like half of the show ago.
Right? Oh.
Started just killing people for shock value.
Oh, look, I got a gun. Boom, you're dead.
Like, okay, Common's character survived being mauled by a bear, was missing for half a season, and in the same episode they brought him back. He was insane, tried to kill everybody, and got shot.
Yep. That's
Why did he survive if they were just going to shoot him?
Because it was a shock value.
But that's bullshit.
Oh, I agree. That is some kind of bullshit writing. Oh my gosh, how can I be forgetting the most epic of all shows? Doctor Who. When does that come back?
Doctor Who. When does that even come back?
That's what I'm looking. I'm looking right now. Give me a second. 2005 TV series. I don't think it comes back till next year, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it is next year.
I thought we were getting a Christmas special, though.
We should be. We get them most of the time.
Yeah.
Does Sherlock come back this year?
I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, it's 2017 for Doctor Who. Sherlock. Benedict Cumberbatch.
They skipped a year.
With Benedict Cumberbatch. Nope, that'll be back next year too. Season 4 premiere 2017.
I've been waiting for so long for that show. All I ever do is wait for Sherlock. And then it's on and it's 3 episodes, and before the month is done, I'm waiting again.
Well, apparently season 4 episode 0 will air Friday, January 1st.
Ooh, they're doing another special.
Yeah.
It did the Christmas special flashbacky thing last year.
It says Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson find themselves in 1890s London in this Christmas special. Oh. Well, at least all I have to say for Sherlock, if I want to catch up, it won't be hard.
It really won't. You can watch the entire series in one day if you're dedicated.
Yeah, I probably could. Like on a weekend when I don't do anything, I can just sit in my room and watch. I keep wanting to call it Doctor Who, but I know that's wrong.
Dr. Sherlock.
Yeah, Doctor Who Lock.
Sherlock Who.
Sherlock Who, that works.
It's a really, really good show.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're still making it, even though the two stars got wildly famous and don't have time to do it anymore. I'm glad that they're still doing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
but
how long can it take?
Between?
It probably takes about the same amount of time to make the 3-4 episodes we get every season that it takes them to make a movie. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, those will all be back next year.
Man, I thought this year was gonna be super geeky, but next year there's all this other stuff that's joining in.
Yeah, so we'll be definitely updating with a spring watch list. I guess that's what we'll have to call it, like sometime in December or something. Do a spring watch list. Because like we got
watching it.
Yeah. So I was actually I gotta make that. So I'm gonna base our weekly, figure out what days of the weeks the shows we all watch. That's what I was doing while we were talking here. So I was gonna make us buttons for the weekly picture that's up to add while we're advertising, and then the banner. I just needed to know what shows we were all going to be watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I figured I could make seasonal banner button things for us.
Yeah.
Make it fancy. Because we're fancy. Because we're fancy.
We are fancy. And awesome.
Yes.
And so modest.
Oh, very modest. We're very humble.
We are the most humble people who were ever humble.
Seriously.
Hey,
I'm proud of us. We've barely talked about 12 Monkeys tonight.
I know, that's only like 2 mentions.
Mm-hmm.
Probably mostly because it's not on in the fall.
Yeah, it's not on this fall, folks. It's so sad. I need more episodes. I'm already going crazy. No, actually, I'm not.
They're still writing.
Yeah, they're still writing, and I'm like looking forward to seeing Danny's Snapchatting from KCCC, Kansas City Comic Con, in like a week.
Mm-hmm.
I think isn't that next? Yeah, it's next weekend.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think she said she's like leaving the 12th and coming back the 14th.
I'm still waiting for my geeky anonymous benefactor to just start sending me tickets and airfare.
Yeah,
so that I can go to these cons.
Right? I need something like that too. Like, monies to go flying to random Comic Cons and be like, yo, people.
Right? I need to be sponsored so that I can go to these things.
Hey, if we keep it up, eventually we might be. Who knows?
Hopefully, we're open to sponsorship if you want to pay us to go to Comic-Cons.
Right?
Contact us.
Well, it wouldn't be paying for us to go to the actual Comic-Con, because if we get press passes, we get in for free, but we need plane tickets and airfare and hotel rooms and rental cars, because we're cool like that.
Oh man, wouldn't it be cool if we could have at the con episodes where we can get guests? That would be so cool.
Yes, that would be cool. I'm kind of holding out hopes to get some guests like next season.
That would be awesome. I might die.
Because we've already got both Jeff Trevane and Geoff Scoville, who both like our tweets, or likes mine. I don't know if they like yours too. Because like every time I retweet about the shows, they both like the tweets. So, they're both already, behind it. We could technically ask if they wanted to come on.
We could.
Yeah,
If they're watching.
I would definitely have to.
If they're watching, we can ask them now.
Yeah, hey, if any sort of famous or even super famous people, want to come on and talk to us about their work, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a direct message or even just tag us in a tweet.
Right?
We're fun.
That would be so cool.
We're not scary people at all.
No. We try very hard to be reasonable and articulate.
And professional.
And not just sit here screaming, which is what we were kind of starting to do when we had our show right after the show.
Yeah. So I'm glad we moved to Tuesday nights because that makes things easier. But yeah, the reason I was making a list with dates was so I could figure out what shows we were going to discuss on Tuesday nights and what shows we would discuss on Saturday nights. So we're not trying to discuss all of the shows at once.
Right. And there's a lot more on during the season, so it's not like we're going to have dedicated show episodes.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then, of course, there's like the shows that we don't cross over on that I'll take out of the list altogether. Like Once Upon a Time, you don't watch that. And depending on what happens with The Walking Dead, that can get removed as well. Because if you don't keep watching, we don't have to talk about it.
Well, that's true. But if something fantastic or horrible does happen, you can talk about it anyway, even if I'm not watching it. Because our viewers will probably watch it.
Yeah, probably.
There's a lot of overlap in the audience of all the shows we watch, which is why we watch all of them.
Yes. We're all encompassing. It's kind of awesome like that.
We watch all the shows.
I wish I had time. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hey, we have a primary number of shows. See, I can't take any shows out of the list now.
No, it's got to stay. Or if you take something out, you have to remove something else. You have to add something else.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess I could take Fear the Walking Dead out because I know we're not going to discuss that. I just have a feeling that's not going to last. And I know we're not going to talk about Once Upon a Time because you don't watch that. So there, I took 2 shows out.
Now it's down to 11.
Yeah, so now we're back to a primary number.
11 is also primary.
Yes. Yes, 11 is a primary.
Oh my goodness. I went to the doctor and my sign-in number was number 12. And I was like, one more person should have gone in front of me. I wanted to be 13.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. I think we've covered everything we're going to watch this fall, unless you can think of any other shows.
I don't think so. Not unless something is announced that wasn't on the list that I looked at last week when I made my list.
Yeah.
If something is like shuffled into the schedule.
Yeah, like, oh, here, wait, we're going to shove this in out anyways.
Oh, by the way, we now have this also show.
Yeah, I just hope all the new stuff lasts for more than a couple of episodes, because it'd be sad if they don't.
I know, but like the schedule is getting really packed with good shows, so it's probably going to be harder for new shows to get in until something starts finishing and clears up.
Right. I didn't even check how many episodes season 2 of The Magicians got.
I am thinking 10. They seem to be doing mostly 10. I think it was 10 the first season.
Yeah, it was a short season. I don't want a release date. I want, there we go. Here's what we know so far. I have no idea. I can't find the answer.
It's probably 10.
Yeah, probably. That seems to be sci-fi's go-to number. I'm still confused by Dark Matter getting 13.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they had to negotiate real hard for those extra 3 or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe it was like, I don't know. Maybe it was worked out before they decided that everyone gets 10.
Yeah, maybe. But I think we've covered all the shows we're gonna watch this fall.
At least one episode of.
Yeah. So,
And
Although
most of them are ones that I'm fairly caught up with.
yeah, we can obviously do I think, yeah, it's like the only shows I'm not caught up with are Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl. But I'm pretty good at power watching Netflix, so I'm pretty sure I can get through in time.
And those are all sort of bubblegummy shows. Like they're not gonna bog down your brain. So
Exactly.
you can totally eat them up and watch like 10 in a day and be fine.
Yeah, it's not like I pretty much ruined myself for Supernatural by power watching the last 2 seasons in 4 days. Could care less. I cared less when the show started.
When I watched it the first time, I watched 8 seasons in a month. And that's a lot of Supernatural. But then when it wound up being, and the season 8 was really grim. Like they were losing everything constantly. Yeah. And there was very little humor.
Yeah, it just seemed like season 8 just kind of like dead, dry.
Then when I went back to, and then when I went back to watching it weekly, then there was all this time in between episodes, and I lost track of it.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's a good show for mainlining. It does well.
But it's like I literally watched like the last 2 seasons in like 3 days, because the season premiere of I want to say season 10 was about to start, and I literally
that's like almost 60 episodes. That's like 50 episodes.
I know. I did it though. I didn't sleep much, but I did it. So when the season premiere came on, I recorded it, and then I watched it. And I didn't give a shit. Didn't watch any more episodes.
Oh no!
Because I killed myself.
Used it up.
Yeah, I used it up. So it's like, I guess I'll power watch like 4 or 5 seasons here again in a few years.
Yeah, I haven't. It is now 4 years past when I mainlined all of it, and I haven't seen more than 3 episodes since then.
Well, what happened really was, I actually shouldn't say I didn't watch anything after the season premiere, because I did try to watch that season, but it just seemed like they'd come back and then go on hiatus. And they came back and they went on hiatus, and I just got annoyed, and I said, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'll wait till on Netflix.
That's a really crappy way to do a show. I hate when there's, back in the day, it didn't matter so much if there was reruns in the middle of the season.
Right.
But now there's so much competition for space, they're just not going to get watched. Why would you rerun the middle of a season?
And then it's what was it? There was another show. Oh, Once Upon a Time. It drives me up the fucking wall. They go on hiatus at the beginning of December and don't come back till February. I want to say
That's
this
crazy.
Last season, they didn't come back till March, the first week of March. And I'm just like, why? And it's like, why don't you guys just film everything at once anymore? What the hell changed?
And like with a show like that, it's fairly serialized. Like, don't rerun in the middle of the season. Don't leave huge gaps.
Right.
Stop.
Stop with the mid-season finale hiatuses. It makes me not want to watch TV. I really don't
they're not
like
gonna stop.
hiatuses.
They're not going to stop with the mid-season because, like, November to December, nobody's watching TV.
I'm watching TV.
Well, so am I, but
It's called
That's
DVR your shows, people. Jesus.
that's when they have all decided that Christmas movies are what get watched, and they turn off regular programming. And it's also outdated, much like ratings.
Yeah.
But it's annoying. I don't know. I'm in favor of short seasons that are better. But if you're going to give a full-length season, like, don't dick around with it.
Yeah. Agreed. Don't dick around with like, oh, look, we've got two different. I mean, because like last season could have literally been two separate seasons altogether. Because like the first half of the season was this one storyline, and they concluded it in the season finale, the mid-season finale, and then they picked up a completely different storyline for the second half of the season.
Weird.
And I'm like, because in the
On
first,
DVD,
like,
that's going to watch weird.
yeah, it is. Because it's like in the first half of the season, Emma became the Dark One, and they had traveled to Camelot to try to help her, and Hook ended up dying, but she saved him by turning him also into a Dark One. And they feuded with each other for a while, and then she had to kill Hook to save him from being the Dark One. And
What is this, Buffy?
yeah, I know, right? And then they sent him to the underworld, and Emma's like, I'm not the Dark One anymore. I don't know why she wasn't the Dark One anymore. She just wasn't anymore.
What? She just stopped?
Yeah, she just was no longer the Dark One. There was no serious explanation for it, but Rumpelstiltskin was the Dark One again. And so then they're like, they ended with Hook being dead, and they didn't even give the man a funeral. I'm like, where the hell were they keeping his body the whole time they were in the underworld for the second half of the season?
Ew.
Because they went down to the underworld and feuded with Hades.
I like Hades. But
Yeah, I don't know. I struggled really hard with Once Upon a Time last season, so unless they fix the things that I see seriously wrong with it, this is their last season for me. I will not be watching anymore.
Tumblr has kept me vaguely informed about what's going on that show. And
Like I said,
seems
Henry is related to everybody.
it seems like there's a lot of bringing up awesome ideas and then dropping them and being stupid about it. Like,
Yes,
someone is always
exactly.
complaining about poor follow through on that show.
It does have poor follow through. You never feel like you got the adequate answer to the problem. Like they had what's her name, Elsa and Anna and all that a season or so ago, and I was like, oh, okay.
That bothered me because it was like a minute after the movie. Like,
yeah. Well, no, that was a continuation from the movie. They didn't like pick up where the movie left off. They literally it was supposed to be picking up where the movie left off. I've never seen the movie. I'm gonna be honest, and if I get hate for it, I get hate for it. I have no interest in seeing the movie.
that's what I'm saying. It was too soon after the movie because they hadn't settled into the mythology of the Disney. Like,
Right.
they were brand new, and then they were showing up there in this grown-up thing.
Yeah, and so they
Like-
had Elsa and Anna running around, and it ended up being their mother's older sister that was the evil one, blah, blah, blah. And they concluded it by sending Elsa and Anna back to their world and all this stuff. And then Cruella, Ursula, and what's her name? The one from Sleeping Beauty. Maleficent show up for the second half of the season. There was like that was even more abrupt than this season. There was no tie-in between the two storylines at all.
That's weird. Like, what
Yeah.
are they even doing with their lives?
I don't know. But yeah.
I want to keep eating, but it makes it hard to talk. Like,
No, it's okay. I was actually hoping we could wrap up because
sit here and eat a whole box of fiddle faddle.
I was actually hoping we could wrap here shortly because I kind of need to go do some stuff.
Okay.
We've covered everything we're gonna watch this season, so that's like MacGyver, Lethal Weapon, Van Helsing, Arrow, Flash, Legend. I almost said Lord of the Rings because I have it shortened down to LOT. Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Frequency, The Magicians, Luke Cage, and I have The Walking Dead down for all by its lonesome.
All by its lonesome.
Yeah, all by its lonesome self. And so that will be our watching, and I will figure out what day of the week we will be talking about what shows later when I get off the air.
Oh,
And then I will make buttons and banners. Woo-hoo.
yay! And then send them to me so I can use them too.
Yes, of course.
And I guess our next show is Saturday, where we'll be talking about Killjoys and Dark Matter.
Well,
Because we still have the luxury. Although we may not be on Saturday.
Yes, we may have to postpone because I don't know exactly what's going on Saturday just yet.
Yeah, I might be at the movies watching Matt Damon shoot a bunch of people.
Woo-hoo! It's always fun.
Woo!
All right, so we're gonna call it for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for anyone who actually turned in. It says there's 3 people watching, so whoever the third person is, thank you
Hello,
for
3
watching us.
people.
Hello, 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 and have a good night. We'll see you on Saturday or probably Monday if we don't do the show Saturday. Tuesday, not Monday.
We'll just fold it into the next one.
It was just like, we did it last time. We can do it again. We're cool.
We
like
can
that.
do it again. It's our show.
Yep, we can do whatever we want. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I should be doing this with my other hand. There we go. Bye. I'm hanging up now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.